up the hill for the first time. There is the problem that I anticipated, a carambolage, and it's Derek Warwick who is involved with it. It is Elio De Angelis and Patrick Tombe, both Renaults in trouble, and Riccardo Patrese, and Warwick has obviously bashed his left leg, whereas in the French Grand Prix it was his right leg. Disaster for the Renault team right at the start of the race. Now they have cranes here, they'll try and winch them out of the way. Alain Prost, after a superb start, has got away in the lead. It's Nigel Mansell second.
That, you can correct us if anything's wrong.
Well, the story then, obviously, is that the old fox, Niki Lauda, is starting his charge in a beautifully balanced car on very good tyres, which are absolutely right for today's conditions, as we wait at the pictureless position here on lap 4 to see Alain Prost go through. Now, the gap between Prost and Mansell is 2.5 seconds. Nigel Mansell holding on magnificently, and there's a long gap between Mansell and the third-place man, Arnoux.
And look at that visibility. I mean, Nigel Mansell is looking through a total fog, but of course that's the occupation hazard. As the race leader, it's only back markers fog he's looking at, and you see he has no visibility at all. That shot that we saw from behind was, we saw considerably more than Mansell would have done, because he was right under the other car's wheels. There goes Alain Prost, who will be catching in this situation. But in the meantime, there's Nigel coming through clear, and now Prost has the problem also of getting round Riccardo Patrese. He's got to peer through the spray, but in the meantime they have actually pulled away from Niki Lauda.
Grand Prix. He is no new boy, but it's a new experience for him to know that he's leading a Grand Prix. The Renault engined JPS Lotus is sounding crisp and clear. Prost goes through. Arnoux is 4th. Rosberg is 5th, and in 6th position is Stefan Bell. Well this season. I don't think we expected to see him do as well as this. I talked to him about 5 minutes before the race began.
Moved unjustifiably into Arnoux, into Belloff rather, who had to get up on the curb to avoid him, and that was very, very well driven by Stefan Belloff,
who is now in 3rd position. And as you saw, Riccardo Patrese, there is his green Alfa, 4 laps behind the leader, but now out of the race, Patrese, as is Lauda. Winkelhock is retired, Mansell's out, Piquet's out, Hainaut finishes. Prost. We must watch the tunnel very carefully, because although it was watered at the beginning of the race, of course it hasn't been watered since, whereas the rain has continued to...
It's a very good decision, and it's a very good race, even if it's half distance.
It's your 12th victory. How does this compare with the other 11 before? Was it better or as good, or what do you think?
For sure, it's the most difficult, and I think I did one of the best races I've never did before. I did the best pole position I've never did, and that helped me a lot today, because I did a good start also. And I'm very happy to win here, because last year and 2 years ago I had to win this race, and I'm very happy not only for this race today, but for the championship.
Just in the last before the demoralizing situation for every team in Grand Prix racing today is that your car was on pole position, and having Marlboro McLarens dominate 1984, it looks like they can do so in the remaining races, including the next 3 in North America.
I think we improved a lot the car for this race, and it was a good surprise for me.
they used to use, and there is Senna backed up, and he looks to have hit that barrier pretty hard. The corner takes the steering wheel off. That's quite normal. There's detachable steering wheel to facilitate getting out of it.
Ayrton Senna from Brazil, one of the young men that I believe sincerely is going to be a world champion in the future.
As we look at Ayrton Senna from Brazil, that is car number 19, the first of the Toleman Hearts. He was second in Monte Carlo. A lot of controversy there. That race was called. People said, hang on. Senna, who is currently running 8th, would have eventually beaten Alain Prost. Monte Carlo should not have been halted. What do you think?
I think Jackie X, who was the clerk of the course, did the right thing to stop the race. He's a good judge of racing. He drives well in the rain. He knows the Monaco circuit. He drives Formula 1 cars regularly, and he chose to stop the race. For me, it was fine. Senna, of course, the man you're looking at right now, would rather that the race had gone on a little bit. He would surely have passed Alain Prost, and he could easily have won the race. But that's not what that decision was all about. The decision was in the interest of safety, and in my opinion, Jackie X did the correct thing.
It's interesting, a lot of the drivers and some of the commentators were saying, hang on, they halted it because a Frenchman was leading. Piquet said that the other morning, but people are pointing out, just a minute, Jackie X called Monte Carlo, and he is not a Frenchman.
No, Jackie X is a Belgian. He's won the Le Mans 24-hour race 5 times.